Every sunrise across the African savanna marks the beginning of another struggle for survival. As golden light spreads across the endless grasslands, herds of Cape buffalo begin searching for fresh grass and clean water. From a distance, everything appears peaceful. The birds sing, the wind moves gently through the tall grass, and life seems perfectly balanced. But hidden beneath this peaceful landscape, thousands of tiny challenges wait for every animal. Among the herd, one buffalo is behaving differently. While the others continue grazing, this lone buffalo repeatedly shakes its head, flicks its tail, and rubs its massive body against the rough bark of an old acacia tree. It pauses every few steps, as if searching for relief from something that refuses to leave. At first glance, nothing seems unusual. The buffalo is strong, healthy, and powerful, but looking closer reveals a different story. Hidden inside its thick black fur are hundreds of tiny ticks. These small parasites attach themselves to large animals and remain there for days, quietly feeding and multiplying. Although each tick is tiny, together they can become a constant source of irritation and discomfort. For a large animal like a buffalo, removing them is almost impossible. The buffalo tries everything it can. It scratches against tree trunks, it rolls through dry dust, it walks into muddy water hoping to find relief, but the tiny hitchhikers remain hidden deep within its coat. In the African wilderness, even the strongest animals cannot solve every problem alone. High above the grasslands, perched quietly on the branch of a tall acacia tree, another animal has already noticed the struggling buffalo. A small red-billed oxpecker watches every movement below with remarkable attention. From its high lookout, the bird recognizes something most other animals
On the African
ignore.
plains,
buffalo,
trust is a currency. The oxpecker finds a safe haven on this giant, a perfect partnership, millions of years in the making.
The bird spreads its wings and prepares to leave the branch. A partnership that has existed for thousands of years is about to begin. The oxpecker leaves the branch with a smooth, effortless glide. Carried by the warm morning air, it flies directly toward the lonely buffalo. Unlike many birds, the oxpecker has spent countless generations living alongside Africa's largest mammals. It understands exactly where to land and how to earn the trust of an animal many times its size. Within seconds, the tiny bird gently lands on the buffalo's broad shoulder. The buffalo does not panic. It doesn't try to chase the bird away. Instead, it stands quietly, almost as if it has been waiting for this moment. This remarkable relationship has developed over thousands of years. In the wild, trust is often earned through survival, and these two animals have learned that working together benefits them both. The oxpecker carefully begins walking across the buffalo's thick coat. With every small step, its sharp eyes search through the dense fur. It tilts its head from side to side, looking for tiny ticks hidden between the hairs. Finally, the bird finds the first one. Using its narrow red beak, the oxpecker gently picks the small tick
The African buffalo carries a tiny ecosystem on its back. Yellow-billed oxpeckers groom the massive host, ridding it of parasites in a perfect partnership.
Without interruption. For the oxpecker, these tiny ticks provide an important source of food. For the buffalo, each tick removed means a little less irritation and a little more comfort. As the minutes pass, the bird continues its careful inspection across the buffalo's neck, shoulders, back, and sides. Areas that the buffalo could never easily reach on its own slowly become cleaner. Nature has created an extraordinary partnership where both animals benefit without competing against each other. Soon, another familiar call echoes across the savanna. A second red-billed oxpecker lands gently beside the first. Now the two birds work together. One searches along the buffalo's shoulders while the other carefully moves across its back. They never get in each other's way. Their movements are smooth, coordinated, and almost perfectly synchronized. As the cleaning continues, the buffalo's behavior begins to change. It shakes its head less often. It stops rubbing against nearby trees. Its breathing becomes slower and more relaxed. With every passing minute, the giant animal appears calmer than before. The African savanna remains alive all around them. Zebras graze peacefully
Each year,
in the distance.
thousands of birds traverse the vast African skies.
Bright kingfishers fly
Below,
above a nearby
life
watering
revolves
hole,
around
while
this precious
dragonflies dance
oasis.
across the surface of the water. For a short time, everything feels perfectly balanced. Yet, in the African wilderness, every peaceful moment is only the beginning of another story. As the morning continues, the buffalo begins to move with greater confidence. Its heavy footsteps become steadier, and the constant shaking that had troubled it earlier becomes less frequent. The difference is subtle but noticeable. The two oxpeckers
Across
continue
the
their
vast
careful work,
African
moving across the
plains,
buffalo's thick coat with remarkable
giants
precision. Every
still
few seconds,
roam
one
in
bird
search of
pauses, tilts
ancient
its head, and
paths.
gently removes another tiny tick hidden among the dark fur. For these birds, finding food requires patience and sharp eyesight. Their curved claws allow them to grip the buffalo's body securely, even while it walks through uneven ground. Years of evolution have perfectly adapted them for this unique way of life. The buffalo, in return, offers something equally valuable: a safe place to search, a reliable source of food, and a partnership that has lasted for countless generations. Scientists describe this relationship as one of nature's most fascinating examples of cooperation. While the oxpecker gains an easy meal, the buffalo benefits from regular cleaning that helps reduce the number of unwanted hitchhikers hiding within its coat. As the giant animal continues walking across the open grassland, a gentle breeze carries the scent of fresh water through the air. Ahead, a peaceful watering hole reflects the bright African sky like a mirror. The buffalo slowly approaches the water's edge. Nearby, a family of elephants quietly drinks while young calves play beside their mothers. A group of zebras grazes peacefully on the opposite side, and several colorful birds fly gracefully above the water.
As evening falls,
animals of
two
every size
oxpeckers
share the
land.
same place without conflict.
They are safe
the
on
buffalo
an acacia
lowers its
branch.
head and drinks slowly from
Below
the cool
them,
water.
the buffalo
oxpeckers remain
graze
comfortably
peacefully.
on its back, occasionally fluttering their wings before continuing their careful search. Nature often reminds us that survival is not always about fighting. Sometimes it is about cooperation. Sometimes the smallest creature can make the biggest difference. After resting beside the water, the buffalo slowly lifts its head and continues its journey. Its powerful body moves through the golden grass with renewed energy. The morning sun now shines high above the savanna, casting long beams of light across the endless landscape. High overhead, eagles circle through the clear blue sky. Insects buzz among the wildflowers. The wind gently bends the tall grass like waves across an endless sea. Everything appears peaceful once again, but the story of this unlikely friendship is far from over. As the afternoon begins, one final surprise is waiting beyond the horizon. As the afternoon slowly fades, the buffalo continues its journey across the endless African savanna. The warm sunlight begins to soften, painting the grasslands in beautiful shades of gold and amber. Every step now appears calmer than it did earlier in the day. The two red-billed oxpeckers remain close, occasionally moving across the buffalo's shoulders and back, continuing their careful search through its thick coat. For hours, this quiet partnership has continued without a single sound. No commands, no signals, only trust. Far in the distance, the rest of the buffalo herd finally comes into view. Adults and young calves move together across the open plains, peacefully grazing beneath scattered acacia trees. The lone buffalo slowly walks toward them. As it reaches the herd, the younger buffalo calves look curiously at the tiny birds resting on its back. For them, this is another ordinary day in the African wilderness. But for those who truly understand nature, this simple moment tells an extraordinary story. The oxpeckers continue doing what they have done for thousands of years, patiently searching, carefully cleaning, helping one giant animal one tiny step at a time. As the sun moves closer to